Inside the box there were 3 wire nuts, a gasket with peel off sticky on the back, instructions on how to install it, and then the light itself. This thing is solid metal. Very heavy. I'm impressed with it so far. I actually wired it up and tried it out a couple days back and worked flawlessly. So back here on the back it's got an access panel for all the actual LED components, which I won't have to get into. And then it's got various knockouts back here for whatever need you have to install. So we'll be getting to that in just a minute. It's got 4 screws to take off the plastic cover here. And there is a rubber washer inside, which is great. Down here is an option that if you wanted to install a cord, so you could just plug this up onto a wall outlet, you can do that right there, which is pretty cool. Definitely going to be installing this straight onto the wall though, so I won't need that plug. Make sure it's nice and tight. And then up here is a dusk-to-dawn sensor, so that when it gets dark out, that will turn on. Now I suppose if I wanted this to be on all the time, I could just put a piece of black tape over that or something, but we're going to try out all the features of this light here today. I figured today that you and I would follow the instructions together and get this light installed. So first of all, it says remove the 4 screws that hold this onto the metal base. Okay, I got the 4 screws removed. I'm just pulling the plastic cover off here. Set that to the side. Next it says to remove the 2 screws that hold this reflective plate here. Okay, got those. It says carefully remove it away from the LEDs there. Set that aside. Now we have access to our wires. Very good. Now, the next step is to knock out the appropriate holes needed. So I'm going to use the center hole here, and also I need at least 2 holes around the outside to get this screwed into the side of the building. So knock out this middle one here. Let's see how well that's going to work. I believe in order to avoid injuring the LED lights up here, I'm going to use these posts as a support. Flip this over, and maybe I can simply tap this middle punch out here with a hammer. Maybe not. Okay, let's try it this way, see what happens. Interesting. Well, I've smacked this thing pretty good on both sides. You can see the gasket has indentions that will be popped out later for various spots in here, but it doesn't seem like these are wanting to pop out like the instructions say that it's supposed to. So, that being said, I'm just going to remedy that little issue. By drilling holes through the spots I want. I'm not gonna lie, I was expecting those knockouts to be a whole lot easier than that. So definitely something to consider whenever you're doing this for yourself here. Okay, now on the back it says to use this gasket, and you just peel off the back, and there is a notch cut out which will correspond with this corner over here, which is definitely convenient. And that fits in real snug there. So, I know that I want to remove this one, like that. And then also, I probably can remove the others here from this side. Okay, there's that one and that one. Good. Okay, so the gasket is now in place. I think I'm just going to use 2 screws to keep this up there. Should be more than enough. I mean, it's metal but not terribly heavy, so should be good. I've drilled a hole through the wall up here. Definitely could have been a little bigger, but I didn't have tons of time. So I'm going to use a circular box here against the wall, and I want to hammer this into place. Very nice. Might be hard to get to that one, huh? I was actually able to sink a screw into the bottom side of the box, and now it's in there nice. I've got the power turned off to the front of the building here. So I'm just going to stick this wire into the tab over here. Let's go with this one. And that'll allow me to access that over here. I'm going to go ahead and feed the wire through the box here. All right. Now I want to make sure that's nice and flush and level, and then get some screws in here to hold it in place. Nice. Okay. Get the other one in. That's going to stay on quite nice there. Now it's just a matter of using the supplied wire nuts to connect black to black, white to white, and green to the unsheathed here. So now it's just a matter of using these supplied wire nuts to connect black to black, white to white, and green to the unsheathed here. So I'm going to start with the green. Just get that connected real quick. Then I'm going to use some of this electrical tape to make sure this is all put together well, not going to come apart. Now I'm going to replace the white reflector here. Hopefully not drop one of these screws because I will never find them. Okay, got those in. Alright, now I'm going to work on getting the cover back on here, making sure that gasket is in the right spot, which it seems to be. Okay, the light is off, but hopefully whenever I cover up the sensor, it'll turn on. Yep, there it is. Nice. Well, I'm going to come back later on this evening and we'll see how bright this thing is.